Last week I warned Islamist terror was returning to Europe, and last night that sadly came to fruition. Saying he wanted to avenge Muslims, a terrorist shot 3 people in Brussels, Belgium, killing 2 Swedes who were there to attend a football match. Despite wearing a bright fluorescent orange jacket and roaming the city on a scooter for hours with an AK-47 being filmed multiple times, it took the police 12 hours to catch him when they finally tracked him down to a cafe and shot him dead. After protests from players, the football match between Belgium and Sweden was called off at half-time, and with authorities fearing they may be targets, Sweden fans were kept inside the stadium until 4 AM. The gunman was named as Abdeslam Lussaid, a failed asylum seeker from Tunisia who should have been deported. His asylum application was rejected in 2020, but he was still in the country 3 years later. As the alleged gunman was not living in an asylum centre, no effort was made to round him up and deport him back to his native Tunisia. The 45-year-old was eventually wiped from the National Register in 2021, just forgotten about and left to his own devices. Despite the fact that he was known to Tunisian authorities as having jihadist tendencies, someone in Belgium even reported him for being convicted of terrorism in Tunisia. But he was allowed to remain in the country as a free man, and became the latest example of yet another refugee going postal in a major European city. Entire parts of Brussels are now no-go zones where Islamism has firmly taken root, to the point where Paris massacre terrorist Salah Abdeslam was able to hide out in Molenbeek for months, being protected by the local community, in another rip-roaring example of diversity being our strength. In Brussels itself, the most popular name for newborn baby boys is Mohammed, with Islamic names making up 43% of total registrations in the de facto EU capital. Authorities say last night's attack had no connection to the events in Israel and Gaza. Just a stunning coincidence, I'm sure. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Avoid big cities if you can, because unfortunately, this won't be the end of it. Get early access to videos, exclusive live streams, and personally DM me. You've seen how much I get demonetized all the time. Well, this is how you support me. By subscribing at pauljosephwatson.locals.com. Please click the link in the description.